And I can't explain my duty. Maybe I citizen cat. That she ever come. See the person don't be happy. When you know somebody, I want to be baby, you next one. Baby, you next one. I want to be baby, you next one. Baby, you next one.
Then let us speak. We discuss critical issues that are affecting Liberia locally and internationally. Then let us speak. We build the minds of the Liberian people. We speak for the voiceless and create room for advocacies for the betterment of Liberia. The let us speak. We pledge no allegiance to any political party. We remain committed in speaking out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. We promote peace, democracy, human rights, and equal participation. Join our panelists from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. to 12 o'clock a.m. for the most analytical and stimulating conversation training for the day on Freedom 87.9.
Freedom FM 87.9, 19 minutes down 11 o'clock. Let's now welcome you to the program, The Nighttime Spin, here on your radio. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, Nighttime Spin. Yeah, I'm here. My name is Gerard Morris. I've been joined now by Mr. Solomon Hashim Tunis, all the way there from the United States of America. Together, we are here to bring you the program, The Nighttime Spin, another fascinating Monday edition of the program, The Nighttime Spin. Mr. Tunis, good evening.
Good evening, Gerald. Good evening, Mama Liberia. Good evening, my brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. This is your good friend, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, coming to you live from Radio Labi here on Staten Island, New York, with Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. Another Monday, nighttime Spain. Thank you. How you been? How was your weekend, man? You know this, the platform we're on right now is not a nighttime Spain platform. It's Freedom Hawk.
Oh, yes. Sorry, it's only the banner. The banner I needed to change okay, I'm making the adjustment right now. Yes, of course. I think we can go now. The nighttime spin is in full swing. Yeah.
Yes. We are moving, and we're here to entertain you, inform you, and give you some tangible information that you've been searching to hear from every other radio station, and you can't get through, but you will get some of it right here on our show. Starting out, on our nighttime spin here, and you can help us solve some of these problems, and we would dig down in your head to see if you can help us discuss some of these issues. As you know, our sacred month, which is Ramadan, is about to finish. We started it from day 1, and we are now to day 27. So we got 2 or 3 more days left, and we'll be over with the fast month. But let me bring in my brother from all the way in Illinois, our brother Gus. Good morning. I said good morning. Good evening, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah.
All right. No complaint. We're here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Who's hosting us today?
Gerald.
Gerald, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, and you?
Hey, we inside.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
We in Liberia had an extended weekend because March 15 was a holiday which fell on Sunday, and that day was pushed to today. So today was a holiday also in Liberia.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're working on holiday. Some people can't work on holiday in Liberia.
Oh wow! Most especially when it comes to journalism in Liberia, I work every day. Yeah.
I don't know. Our morning show ain't counting this morning.
And not only this morning, the second Wednesday, all the show was suspended. It was a holiday, the decoration day.
I think
I'm giving you a hard time.
I think those guys just decided not to honor their schedule, but I think there's no holiday for
The
journalists.
holiday today is JJ Roberts' birthday, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then they are talking about birthday. And
Yellow.
they're going to be having Charles Taylor birthday too.
We'll
No,
have to do. Samuel do.
I don't know. I don't know about Charles Taylor's birthday.
What's so special on these people that they're having birthday for them? They can't have it for the other president.
So then they pass law. They pass it.
And they should have it like America. America have one day we call President Day.
That's the
You know,
celebrate all.
celebrate all. You know, all these president JJ Roberts. JJ Roberts supposed to be the first president, eh?
Yeah, sure. Joseph Jenkins Roberts, the first president.
And Tuckman. The reason why we're celebrating Tuckman because he's the longest
Yes.
president to stay long in the seat.
Yeah, sure.
Almost something years.
27 years.
27 years. He's there eating our money like hell, like some monarchy.
My man is standing past the time said the man in power, so that's the one. Up to that, people and still eating.
The man died in power. So he stayed president. Even on our side, he stayed president for Liberia.
Yeah. What's going on? What's the show? What's we talking about today?
Hey, we got to give you the weather report.
Okay.
A lot of people ears can't wait to get the weather report. Right now, as we speak, it's partly cloudy, 80 degrees as we speak. 80 degrees feels like 86. So the rest of the night is going to be cloudy like that. Humidity is, wow. My brother, you know how humid it is in Liberia right now? It's 90% humidity. Can you imagine how hot it is? Right now, as I speak, Monday night, believe me, people are very uncomfortable home. That's how hot it is. 87%, almost feel like 90 something. And the wind is 26 miles per hour. Rain is 20%, but that means it's not even going to rain. Let's see tomorrow. Tomorrow partly sunny, 85. It will be like 91. And morning hour, there's a chances, 30% chances of rain. So it may not even rain. It may just be clouded, like it will look like want to rain. But if it rains, so be it. But it's only 30% chances. And the humidity is high. It's about 80% humidity. So the heat is sitting right in the middle of Monrovia. So you get used to it. That's Tuesday weather report right there. 85 degrees, feel like 91. And 30-degree precipitations, which is chances of rain. The wind is 7 miles per hour. And humidity, when it's the heat, is about 80%. Wednesday is light. Some light rain will touch like Monrovia. Light rain, very light, not too heavy, very light, not like yesterday rain. Okay, it's not like that, but it's going to be light rain some part of the day. After 11, going to 3 o'clock there, you might, some part of Monrovia rain, because it's 30% chances of rain. And the wind is 7 miles per hour. Humidity is about 75%. So you can't escape from the heat. No matter what happens, it rain or the heat that's sitting in Monrovia right now, you got to get used to it. Okay, get used to it. This is almost everyday thing until the entire week finish. So that's your weather report coming to you from here on Radio LRD with Freedom FM 87.9. Remember it. Remember it. What we say to you about your weather. Thank you. Let me send control back to my brother Gus. We want to talk about.
But wait now. I want to get you out of small. The way you can emphasize the heat and like, brother, people can just sit down and say the same. They say just like y'all in America with ice.
Yeah.
You see, over here, Gus, even if you get hot here, we got way of escaping the heat. Every one of us have air conditioner in our home.
No, I'm not saying that. I was just making light of, yeah. I'm just making light of the fact that over 90 or 98% of the people that the heat they've been dealing with all their life.
Of course.
You still got to tell them.
No, I know.
We are used to it now.
No, I'm not saying you can't tell them.
You're not used to it. You're forced to do it. You're not used to it because you complain anyway. You get used to something, then you complain about it. It's something that whether you like it or not, you have to.
That's the point. Yes, that's the point I'm making. I could be laughing at it because it's just like when you there, you know it's cold. It's like living in Alaska, you know it's cold.
Exactly. You already know what Alaska looks like, then you live in there.
Yeah,
you can't complain.
Just get used to it. You can't. You can't complain.
You can't complain.
Yeah, but you're winning.
Go ahead.
So what is the topic tonight?
That's what I was trying to introduce.
Yeah, go ahead.
Topic tonight. One of the topic is mainly it's about.
So when for tonight we'll be discussing the issue in Lofa County. Yeah, the tension in Lofa County between folks from Guinea and Liberia on the border issue. Yeah, we'll be discussing that.
Is that tension still going on, or it has subsided a little bit?
I think it has subsided a little bit because our president was in Conakry, Guinea, along with the Sierra Leone president, and they had a bilateral meeting. And I think the president is now in country. I think tension has subsided, but Guinea sent huge troops at the border, and Liberia also sent their joint security to at the border. So why the dialogue was going on, it was heavy presence of both securities apparatus within that border region. Yeah.
That's it, Gus.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think is first of all, it's related since 2005, since I believe. I mean, what is that? 30 years now, or 20 years? How many years is that? I mean,
well, about the Mano River Union.
2005, yeah. So 20 years ago, since we had our after the war, we have not tried to beef up our security. And let's be honest, Liberia is vulnerable, no offense. And I tell everybody this, the way it's going, Liberia that we knew is no longer. Okay, when you look in the past, Liberia was not sitting by itself where, I mean, I might be a little bit out of line with people. Some people may not like what I say, but it's a fact. Okay, Liberia remains the only quote unquote how you call it, secular country in the area. Okay, everybody else is either Muslim or so and so. Okay, so we have to be careful in the sense that the way the world has come to, we still have too many people that don't have common sense. They don't realize, even the circular we talk about in Liberia, the fact that we should all live side by side and pray to our own God, pray to our own religion, do whatever hell we want to do. But people, there's still crazy people out there that believe that the only way they can exist when they die is to do these crazy things that they think God is going to pay them for. I don't get it. And for Liberia to not be trying to beef up its security, I think this right here is a sign that we have to stand up. We have to spend money into our security sector. The Liberian legislature needs to cut off this the new vehicle, whatever the allotment that they have. Just get rid of that. Let's put that into our military, our security apparatus. We have to defend our country. And if we sit there, and first of all, I think Guinea was just BSing. Domoya think he's tough, but he's not. Let's be honest. You look at those guys, there was ragtag group that was over on the border. Let's look at the military Guinea had on the border. Were they well equipped? No. Also, Guinea is not a small country. Do you think he can defend the whole Guinea? Because you can just take some new equipment because you can just buy whatever you want right now because you're a military government. I mean, if it really comes down to war, I mean, Liberia can be defended by the rest of the world. Let's be honest. If Guinea venture to try that nonsense, it was not going to be good for them because there would be other allies that would jump in to defend Liberia because of Liberia's stake in the world. Okay? But my problem still remains with our government. The government need to, there's a lot of unemployed people today. Young people, the idea of having a educated military is something that we need to continue. All these people graduating from college, they can serve in the military. They can serve in the military like they do in America. You leave, you can be you can do National Guard, you can do all of those things, and you're making money, but you're ready to defend the country in this kind of situation. Okay? But the fact that we sat there, it took young people and men to say, you know what, this is our land, we're going to stand up for it. We can't continue to do that. Because if they started shooting at those guys, they probably would have killed them. You know? And then we'll start putting up a defense. Look at the roads to how you call it. Instead of investing in that, we say we're putting out a Mano River, whatever, BS, Joseph Boakai say he's building over there. You know my joke? I've been telling everybody, I said, Domoya just decided he wants to see the place so he can own it. So we'll move the Mano River project to Guinea now. So Domoya can take care of that side, he can put it on Guinea side. So, I mean, and what Joseph Boakai and Unity Party people say, that Mano River project. So Domoya just wants to have access to it. That's what they were doing. But I am very disappointed in governments after governments that have not invested in the Liberian security sector, where we need to grow our military. Okay, we're 5.5 million people, or almost 6 million people now. We can't have 2,000 people in the military. Okay. We should have upwards of 200,000 military personnel right now. And if we cannot do that for this country, we're gonna stand listening to people like this Domoya guy that, I mean, this dude's around my age. And he did the same thing some of us did. He's serving the, the French government and went back home. You know, there are a lot of Liberians that have served. And if he thinks they're just going to come and overrun Liberia, good luck. That stuff they did during UNOMO time will not happen again. Those were days when people were not equipped. Those were days when Liberians were not together. This is not going to happen again. And I hope they're aware that, yes, you might kill some of the people, but when the Liberian people and Liberia use all of its arsenal, including the relationship Liberia have across the globe, it is not going to be an easy task for you to take over Liberia. Thank you.
First thing is, Liberia is not the only secular country in our region. And Liberia is not a secular country. Liberia is like we all know, is a Christian country. officially.
That's not what our official constitution says. It's not a. It's a secular. It's a,
Yeah, that's what they say, but we all know it's a Christian country.
okay, but
But the neighbor country, like Sierra Leone, is a secular country because even right now there's a Christian president that right on the seat right now. Even Ivory Coast, we share a common border with Liberia. They are also a secular country. So
well,
Liberia say they were funded by Christian principle. Their voice is out every now and then. We hear it. But that's not the point. That's just something we want to understand. Uh, you see, we need to know the cause of what happened. All these investigation of going back and forth to Guinea, three presidents coming together. We want to know really what, because this never happened in our history. That Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea just jump off, Guinea soldiers just jump off and cross over to Liberia, planted their own flag. We want to know what really happened. Then we can, because we are still in the loop. What went down this to happen? They just got high on drugs and they maze their way. They say, hey, let's cross over there and go move forth with them. You see, like the government of Liberia not telling us what prompted this. They're not telling us. They were only looking at the aftermath, that the Guinean crossing over. Why? Of course, the Guinean, we saw it, and thank God our youth was there. They took care of it, even though one of them got shot. We pray that that person survived, and we pray that he get good medical care. But what nobody can tell up to now, nobody can come and tell us what caused this. Everything that happened must be a cause for it.
no, they said there's a cause. They told us that there was a dredging issue.
Mm-hmm.
There was a dredging issue, Tunis. So the Guineans thought that the Liberians that was trying to mine sand to build the Foya paving process, the paving Foya.
The 10 million.
Yes. So
18.
Guineans thought that they said they own the river. So even though the river is the separation of two countries, they said they own the river. So those guys were mining minerals out of the river. So that's how they came over. They seized all of that, by the way. They seized all of that equipment from that person mining, they say mining or whatever. And then they proceeded to go over to Liberia and basically take that land as well in their mine judgment to say it's part of their country as well. And if you saw what Moya was doing today when he was even sending the people over, he threatening that they're going to seize any land that they think is government, is Guinea land, they're going to seize it. That was basically what he was doing. You know? And to your point, if we haven't had these issues, these border demarcation has been there since God knows when. And now all of a sudden you think because you're King Khan, you're just going to do that. That's what's going to happen. You know?
Liberia did similar thing to Sierra Leone in the 80s. Do you remember that?
I was too young probably to remember that.
Okay. There was a story in the Sierra Leone front page newspaper. Yeah, I just forgot the name of their newspaper. That I think the story was on the front page of just like our front page of Daily Observer in Liberia. Then they featured the president of Sierra Leone doing something to his wife. That's what happened. They featured either beat up his wife or something. And do you know what Duo did? Duo was so pissed off with the with the article that he didn't even investigate. They just told him that this is what the Sierra Leone newspaper featuring about him on one of the newspaper. Immediately they dispatched some army personnel. They went and took over the entire Cape One borderline. They were there for
surprise. Yes.
Yeah, they were there. They said they were going to take the land across there. They put your own land. They said they were going to reclaim it.
But
and they were there for so many years.
Military government.
Months.
Yeah. The same military style government people, the way they think.
Exactly. They were there for so many times. The people chicken, their goat, their sheep, they ate all from that area.
Yeah. But again, to your point, why? Because Liberia was considered during those days as the military power because of what? Our association with America. Right, Tunis?
Yeah, I mean, even if that's the case, but...
No, I'm just saying that's why Doe was taking the King Khan. He's saying he was strong, man. He can just go over somebody's place and take whatever he want to take. And that's what this man Doumbouya is doing.
So, but thank God it didn't escalate to chaotic scene. I mean, thank God everything they have come together. They saved some lives, and I pray that it shouldn't go beyond what we saw a few days ago.
But there was an agreement there, but we don't know. I'm not sure. What is the agreement that came about today? Anybody know? I saw
I think the agreement is the money. If they have to mine, they have to mine with some kind of, what do you think? Some kind of agreement.
No. They had a meeting with the president of Liberia and Sierra Leone.
Yeah, they concluded a meeting today, and they signed a joint communique.
Okay.
Right.
But that joint communication is going to affect.
I sent you something. Mr. Tunis, I sent you something. If you can share with us too, because that I sent you the joint communique that was signed today.
Yes, we need to get that to
between Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea.
I sent it.
I sent it through a WhatsApp, so you can forward it to Gus also. Yeah. So I have the joint communique here, right for me right now. I'll send it to you, so you can forward it to Gus also. So
yeah, but what I'm saying with all that joint communique you're talking about, there must be some understanding with that mining that trigger all these things.
I'm not seeing anything like mining within this joint communique.
But it's the mining that triggered this incident, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I think that did it from the people that were in the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but it was not that go. Like you said, you get some people in that area because they got gun. They take it. They call their boss man. Boss man say, "Oh, go take it away from them." But then when you get to the international level, everybody have to now go back to probably looking at the borderline, look at events that we've had in the past, and to abide by those agreements.
But there was a machine seized by the Guinean authority from Liberia, from that mining sector, right?
Correct.
Okay. And that machine was given back?
No, we don't know, but that's not going to be in the communique. That's probably going to be somewhere else. That's going to be probably something that we'll see given back to whoever was doing it.
Okay, let's see what they say here. The summit of the head of state is part of a collective effort aimed at preserving stability along common border, strengthen security cooperations, and consolidate neighborliness between the three brotherly countries. The delegations examine the security situations at their common border, particularly recent incidents that have led to tensions between certain border communities. At the conclusions of the tripartite summit, the head of state, one, expressed their concern regarding the proliferations of the crises and conflicts worldwide, which economic security and humanitarian re- repercussions are particularly affecting developing country. There's too many of it. Yeah,
Sure.
we have to.
So,
It's up to 10 article.
yeah, sure. So you want me to just jump into it and read some of the tripartite agreement signed today between the three sisterly nations.
If you can do that, we appreciate it.
Uh, so uh, so it's a one express their concerns regarding the proliferation of crisis and conflict worldwide, which economic, security, and humanitarian repercussions are particularly affecting developing countries. Two, reaffirming their unwavering commitment to the principles of sovereignty, the inviolability of borders, territorial integrity, political independence, good neighboriness, right, and fraternity, which form the foundation of the relations of friendship and cooperation between three countries. To this end, they called for the return to status quo of peaceful coexistence that exists among our borders communities. Three, recommit to the peace, security, stability, and development in the Manon River Union countries. Recommitted to resolving border issues between and among their countries in the MRU through peaceful diplomatic settlements consistent with Article 33 of the United Nations Charter. The intensification of joint border patrols and operations, the regular exchange of security information and intelligence, the establishment of rapid communication mechanisms between local and security authorities. Nine, instructed the agencies in charge of border issues to meet as soon as possible to prevent and contain incidents, facilitate dialogue between communities, and propose concerted solutions, as well as to pursue with support of regional and international partners technical work regarding the clarification and demarcation of territorial borders and maritime boundaries to avoid any divergent interpretations. 10. Agreed to strengthen joint border security and surveillance mechanisms, notably through the intensification of cooperation between defense and security agencies in the implementation of common conflict prevention initiatives. 11. Agreed to convene a summit of the Manon River Union within 1 month with the aim of revitalizing the institutions of the Manon River Union to facilitate regular dialogue on peace, security, and development among the member states. I go on. I'm saying I should leave it there.
Leave it
Or
right here because
no,
it's understood.
okay. So
It's understood. I mean, the thing is, we happy at least they came to some agreement and people's life was saved. It didn't go beyond what we expected. What do you think?
Yeah. So again, that was my premise. All of, I mean, I'm gonna be 50 years old in November, and I was a little boy growing up over there. I mean, my grandmother, we built her house through the river there and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We dug sand, built a 2-story house my grandmother had in the village. You know, we did those over there. We swam, went across to Guinea and Guineans, same thing back and forth. Those things have always coexisted. Nobody had ever had the issues we've had. And to continue to having these kind of issues, it tells you, and this is what people feel the other way, because it just doesn't make sense. Anybody that live on border areas, people, most of the time, the people that live on the border towns, they tend to communicate, and I'm glad that they are trying to they should have some joint security patrols. Again, it's in the interest of Guinea, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, all of us, because if they work together, right, they can prevent things like what happened during our war, insurgency, right? People crossing from one side to the other with arms and ammunition to do whatever they want in the other country. But you can only prevent that through cooperation, because you cannot defend the entire border, period. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they want to go back to status quo and do what they're supposed to do, what they have done for the entirety of my life, at least, and prior to my life, I think is welcoming, and I hope they continue to. But still, Liberia should now wake up and understand that we, as a sovereign nation, we have to defend our land. We have to defend our land to protect our citizens. Our citizens cannot be fearful because their neighbors can run over them. Our citizens should never be, or even the Guineans should never be fearful that Liberians are going to run over them. Every country should be able to protect their homeland. And I think the government and officials of Liberia have done the Liberian people wrong in the last 20 years since our war, to not have prevented some of these things, to not have had enough money and resources into building a vibrant military, police, a national identification, and all of those things to make sure that we Liberians can feel safe and know who we are and be able to protect our father's land and mother's land. So that's my take on that. I mean, whatever else you guys want to talk about.
Now we have already exhausted this. We know what the meeting outcome was today. At least we pray. That's what we're praying for, because things are hard right now in Liberia for us to be in conflict with one another and another country. We not pray for that. And then the Christian and the Muslims prayer period, especially this period, which is Lent season and Ramadan season. We thank God for His interventions to ease up what went down at our border in Lufa County. So there's another topic here again. I think this coming weekend, we overheard one of the panelists from Spoon TV, Sam Jackson, wife, were pronounced dead in one of the hospitals in Liberia.
Mm.
And they call that death as foul play. So as we speak, it's under investigation. The Sam Jackson himself is under investigation. His house is declared home, being restricted crime scene. So that's the second topic. What's your take on this issue? If have you heard about it? And
yes,
what
I have, and it so happened I work in healthcare as well, and I watched the whole scene. Sam Jackson is a very good friend of mine. The old man, I've talked to him on multiple occasions, and I'm going to say this about Sam Jackson and most people of his generation that work in government. And there's been a lot of things that he said that people say, oh, how come? Look, these people have lied to us all of our life. That generation, I hate to say it, they live on the fact that they try to be something that they are not. This is why even this generation, everybody wants to be a PhD holder. Sam Jackson, even the girl that died, Sam Jackson said she was a lawyer, a model, and all of this. As we know, she's not. Okay, she's none of those. She's a young woman that fell in love for an older man, I'm sure, because Sam Jackson can talk. Sam Jackson is a brilliant man. He can talk. He can do all of those things. I don't agree with him on certain things, but from everything I see, Sam Jackson may have beaten that lady on multiple occasions. But for anybody to tell me that he beat her to death, I would not agree. It would be hard for me to. And the only way I can agree with it is I'll have to see some hard evidence. Another thing I know about this woman, she suffered from seizure. And I'll tell anybody, I am a victim of that, my mother. And a lot of people don't get this. And the Liberian people especially, we because of politics, we forget this is a very dangerous condition that anybody can live through. Anybody can live through. And I will talk about my mother in a little bit after we talk about Sam Jackson case. Sam Jackson is loud. Sam Jackson likes to be heard. Sam Jackson wants to be the smartest person in the room. Again, going back to that generation where if you can talk the loudest, you have everybody. That's how you can convince everybody. From everything we see, this woman had other instances like that where she had to go to the hospital because of episodes of that. Also, from just me looking from afar and some of the people I've talked to, I believe that lady also was anemic, not anemic, but bulimic. Somebody that really don't eat that much because they want to keep some kind of physique. My brother Tunis will understand that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard people that are very close to her said those things. But I also know that Mr. Jackson and many older Liberians around my father's age beat the heck out of their wives. I saw my mother beaten. That's why I've never laid my hand on my children, my wife, or anybody. Because I saw that. And I was angry most of the time. But I couldn't stand in front of my father or my aunt, my uncle or my grandma. Any male that I grew up with that could do those things. I'm sure those things have happened in the past. But Sam Jackson took his wife to a hospital in Liberia when this situation occurred. So me sitting there in America, when somebody takes somebody to the hospital, Tunis, now that person had opened themselves up to authorities. In America, we call hospital personnel, we call them mandatory reporters. It's like teachers, they are mandatory reporters. If you send your child to school and they see mark on them in this country, that person can call the police and say, we saw this boy with a lot of marks. We saw a lot of issues with this thing. What's going on with this person? Y'all need to just ask those people what's going on. Oh, they will do that. In this case, when Sam Jackson took his wife to the hospital, she was treated to the point where she had surgery. So if she had surgery and there was issues, why didn't the medical personnel call the police? But from all indication, it was another gentleman that supposedly is friends with the police officers. Another gentleman, apparently, that may like Sam Jackson's wife. I don't know. I'm hearing that too. Another gentleman that hang out with Sam Jackson, he's the one that called the police and said, well, I don't think this thing is right. The man may have beat his wife. Where was the hospital authorities? I'm not sure anybody has asked this question. The hospital authorities should have been the first people the police had gone to and said, hey, what information do you have? And if that information is not available, if the hospital, the people that had surgery on that woman could not look at her and say, what Sam Jackson said when he brought this woman in does not corroborate, whatever the government.
Where did you get the information from? There was unanimous person that called the police.
The man himself put it on social media.
Jackson?
No, Mr. What's his name? Sam Jackson. One of Sam Jackson friends.
Yeah, my close friend.
Yeah, what's his name? Hey man. He's another one. They come from the same generation. They say they came to America. They got all these degrees, blah blah blah. But the degree can only work in Liberia.
Well, I heard that it was the doctor, the hospital that called the police because the way they saw the way they saw the wound, it was a little bit suspicious. So they ended up calling the police. I mean,
so that's what we all thought. That's what we all thought. So this man posted.
No, I'm not thinking like that. I said that's what I heard.
Yeah, who did you hear that from? Did the hospital?
I heard from a very good source.
Okay, was the person from the hospital?
I mean, I can't disclose the name, but that's what I heard.
No, that's okay.
Because this is under investigations right now. I can't say this, but the same way the other guy came out and said that it was unanimous person that called.
No, he did not say that. He said he called. And this man very close to he said he called Gregory Coleman. He placed the call to Gregory Coleman. He's the one that opened the can of worms that, hey, something is there. And this is how, when you look at all the Facebook activists, that's why they came.
So definitely, if this is the case, then even those who took care of the doctors and that took care of it, they have to be under investigation too.
Exactly. And that is the point. Because they are mandatory reporters, Tunis. You know this. They are the ones that should have said, hey, matter of fact, that day, Tunis, in America, if they had noticed anything with him, do you think Sam Jackson would have gone home by himself that night? Somebody would have been at his house, barricading that place.
I don't really want to believe that this guy called the police, though, even though he came out and said it. I don't want to believe it.
Tunis, I will bet to you today on this air with this young man, I will bet you $500 that he did it.
I'm not saying what you say is not true. I'm saying the guy who's saying this, that he called the police. I don't believe him. I'm not saying what you're saying is.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you don't believe him, then that's fine. So that's what I'm saying. Bet against it.
Because a trained doctor, when someone like that come to you, a case like this, a wounded person like this come to you, you need to be concerned. You need to ask, because the woman was still conscious. She was not unconscious. Okay, she was still conscious. So they needed to ask certain questions. What happened? And if they are not too satisfied, they should have called the law into it. But they sat down and all of this happened. The woman died in their hand, and someone else got a call. I mean, they got to be investigated too.
Exactly. Let me see if I can find the guy, because I took down the post. I'm gonna look at it.
I'm trying to find this guy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the post, Tunis. You can see it. It was like I said again. You know how Liberia works with all these people, their connection with connection. Hold on. And other people can call.
Because you are not trained to the law. If you are a doctor and a wounded person came to the hospital, someone brought a wounded person, you want to know what happened, especially when
but Tunis, the point you're missing is the point you're missing is this. So if those people did not report it, so this is why everybody's thinking that. If the hospital did not report it, but let's say a jealous person decide to report it because he don't like Sam Jackson. You see what we're saying? This is where it's kind of the whole story. And when you see people now, they may say, oh, one time we were on the plane, the woman came and sat next to me. She grew her glasses up. She had black eye. He never reported any other time. The only time he reported when they said the girl died. Then that's when he called his friend. He said it in his post. Everybody ran with that post. He said I did you wrong, and that's why I called Gregory Comer. Gregory Comer went and started investigation. He said it.
So what I want to know from when this guy called Gregory Coleman, what was the first step Gregory Coleman took?
I don't know. That's where we got to find out from the authorities now and the hospital.
When he called Gregory Cuomo, that's how the police RG sent some guys at the hospital to initiate an investigation into the matter.
But that's the fishy part about it, Tunis. The fact is, we did not even have the hospital personnel take that action.
Mm-mm.
It had to be somebody who were close to that lady, and Sam. And from what we're hearing now, this guy was even interested in the lady, and somebody even said this lady was also loving to the vice president. So now there's too many things to this. Yeah, man, Liberia.
So how far have they gone with the investigation?
We'll find out tomorrow.
The people who are under arrest, who are under detention for now, are they being released or
no?
But how long are they going to be there?
So Liberian law says, and because Gregory Coleman came out that night, he said 48 hours. But if 48 hours elapsed today, but because today was a holiday.
His name is Mr. Rufus S. Berry.
Rufus Berry, yes. Rufus Berry. Go look it up. So I gotta find it. I took it down. I got the post down. But so tomorrow, Tunis, we will find out more, because tomorrow they will have to formally charge Mr. Jackson and the accomplice or whatever. They're gonna have to charge them and tell us now how Mr. Jackson was able to kill this person.
So definitely the way I'm seeing things, I think it must have been a domestic abuse.
Mm-hmm.
This must be something like that.
Yeah, but again, domestic abuse.
It end up be homicide. It end up be manslaughter, not murder. But they don't have manslaughter case in Liberia, so it's just going to be a murder case.
But here's the thing, Tunis, we haven't even got to that. So that's the establishment now is Tunis is this. This woman also has suffered from seizure. According to Mr. Jackson, he wasn't home. When he got home, this woman was banged up and beat up, which, like I said again, if you ever saw my mother after an episode, I'm telling you, man, my mother died during the war because UNIMO soldiers said they would not let her take her medicine. They watched her suffer and convulsion. Look up what convulsion is. When these people go through those episodes, foam is coming out of your mouth. They hit their hair however way they can. I lived this as a young man before I was 16 years old. I saw my mother multiple times. And anybody that wants to see what epilepsy does, Tunis, the government will have a difficult time proving this, except if somebody saw Mr. Jackson there beating this woman and has images of it, and Mr. Jackson was there when he said he wasn't there. The woman was crying, because Tunis, if somebody hit you like that, you'll be crying. But when somebody's going through the epilepsy episodes, they don't even know what's happening to them.
Yeah, but epilepsy, I have family members who are those kind of things. They are spare on them, even though they pass away. But I had a brother who suffered from that sickness. And I know I experienced that from that brother. We all lived together on Gary Street until he passed.
Yep.
So, but the wound on the head side,
that was from the surgery.
A homicide can determine whether it's from the epilepsy we're talking about from that fall, yes, or if she was hit. That's when that's when homicide come in.
Exactly. But that's the point, Tunis. That's what they will have to prove. Because
Yeah, I mean that's easy. The doctor can prove can help in that, and also the
no. But
forensic.
Tunis, to your point, yeah, it's easy. But the thing is, to just assume that somebody just beat their child, I mean, another person and just die like that, Tunis, man, it's
No, I mean you may not just, my man. You can fall down in a very easy way. Somebody can push you. You just hit something and drop and die.
exactly.
Because it's not the strength or impact of the push,
No, I
but
know, but
you
why
know.
people are running away though, Tunis? People are
I
just
mean, if they sit down and analyze things to themselves, because when things happen, everybody just concludes. But when
exactly.
you sit down back and think about how things can unfold, then you draw back a little bit. As an
That's what.
intelligent and wise person, you
Yeah,
can't just conclude on one thing. Oh, Saint Jackson killed a person, of course, but there must be an investigation, and we got things now can tell.
can tell
Like
us.
you see, one of my show I watch here most of the time. The
Yes,
this forensic file.
yes, I.
The forensic file. I watched
Yeah.
that. That's it. I watched it more than any other channel so far
Mm-hmm.
because it's reality. It's something that really happened. It's not something that they make.
No,
Okay, that's why I love to watch that show because it will tell you how the investigation went, how the investigation led to the accuser.
exactly. And this is
Okay,
what we have to do, but they don't want to do that.
I
Every,
mean they might do it. They just starting now. You
no,
give them
no.
the
But the
benefit
thing
of the
is,
doubt.
soon as the thing is, as much as you said they're just starting now, they have polluted the Liberian populace to just convicting another man just because. Soon as here's the thing I love about America.
No, the police will charge him. They're not going to convict him.
No, but I'm
They're
talking
going
about
to
public sentiment.
they're
Public,
going to they're going there. We will see what the court will say. The police job is to charge him. That's the police job. The police not
no,
going to find him guilty.
the police job
That's
was
not the police work.
yeah, the prosecutor would charge him.
Exactly. The police work is to
But like
he's a suspect and he's taken to court because they have proven they have gone all means to see yes, this death is not an ordinary
and
death.
if you listen
That's
and
a foul play.
oh,
Okay, and now he been charged. He's now going to go to court and exempt himself from that charge.
exactly, and that is the point. But Tunis, the main things here is this:
The public.
where is our professional services, which starts from the hospital? As a hospital personnel, when I have listened, Tunis, all this time, there have not been any press conference from the hospital this woman went to. You know what I'm saying, Tunis?
Yeah, but they got you two now. They got to be a little bit. They got to be mindful for a press conference because it's not an incident that you can run out with a press conference like that. It happened just a few days ago. Investigations continue.
But Tunis,
Okay? Because what they want to come out, even if there's going to be a press conference, they're coming out to tell us fact finding.
but
They
Tunis,
just tell us anything and everything because they are involved.
no, the fact finding, they do have facts, Tunis. So when these things happen, it's just like if somebody fall down. I can say I saw this person fall down. In this America you live in or anywhere else, professionally, the hospital by now should have had a press conference stating that a citizen or a person that came to their facility who is under investigation today came in certain conditions. Period. They can do that because that is their role. They have to clear their people. Right now, people are even accusing the hospital personnel for all information that's out there with the pictures and all of that. Those are things that we have to clean up, Tunis.
No, I mean you can't blame the hospital so much now. The police, the one that at this hour. It's not a hospital. The police, they rushed into his home with gunmen, and he started investigating.
He was the lady in question was taken to the hospital by Mr. Jackson.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
So it's not the hospital that brought the news that.
Yeah.
At that time, there were no police presence. Right. And the police was called by a close associate to Jackson. Right. And I had the police ran to the hospital, and I had pictures from there. Started to hit the internet. So the hospital too. I will bring them partly for letting individuals to do photos without proper handling of the situation. Right, but right.
What are you saying? Come back with that again.
The hospital. Yes, in terms of taking photos within their premises.
Yes.
I will bring them for allowing individuals to take photos.
In this country, we have called HIPAA. We can't even say what the person's name is that's in the hospital. Those things are happening. Up to now, the hospital should have even started having press conferences on those and say, hey, we are sorry these things happen. We're going to punish whosoever did such and such. That's how you set precedents so people are not able to do it other things. But in Liberia, we seem like we don't care. We don't want to fix the problem that happens. We just let it go. But there is no reason why this case, again, the same thing happened to Princess Tupac, or Princess, whatever her name was. The Princess Tupac. And they said they didn't believe the art. Remember, Martin Cody there, all of them were running around with that stuff. But because it was just their time, we allowed them to do those things. But because it's those Tupac time, we're trying to get them to fix the same thing.
The way I'm sensing this whole case, is look like some jealousy thing that led all to this woman death. That's what I'm sensing here.
Yes, I will not be surprised, my brother. I totally believe. And again, I wasn't looking in that sense. I was just looking at a tragedy. But then when that post came out, and then when all of those came out, and then the abuse, again, you put my hair on the chopping board right now. You said that man beat that woman at some point. I don't know if it was that day or sometime in their life. I would agree he had beat her before. I would not lie, because that's how most of us grew up watching that. Did he do it that day? Somebody has to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
And see, Africa, what we do in Africa, we don't do it in the Western world. Africa, they beat up on our mothers. And we beat up on our wives. We beat up on our girlfriend. But in the Western world, you can't just do that.
No.
Because you are restricted. You know what will come after you touch that woman. You know what's coming. But Africa, nothing like that. There's no restriction. We can just do, sometimes we do the unbelievable things. And sometimes this is what come out of it. You beat somebody because you are jealous, and then you end up coming, this kind of thing happen in your hand. Your intention is not to kill the person, but it happened, whatever you did, exactly. It resulted to death.
And that's when it's now homicide, is how you call it, manslaughter, like you said earlier.
But do they have homicide division in the Liberian police?
Yes, of course they do.
Okay, but the reason why I asked if they have homicide division, when this thing happened newly, homicide was in the one that went to his house. There was a police.
But that was the other problem. Thank you.
Okay, and when cases like this, they leave it with homicide, not the police squad.
Why it happened like that, Tunis? Again, if they follow the proper channel, like you said when you watch your shows, right, Tunis? When that lady went to the hospital, the first thing doctors and clinicians look at, irregularities. As soon as they are saying that, what would they have done? Reach out to the authorities. Somebody would be there doing an inspection before even Mr. Jackson knows. Once they've done all of those investigations, they say, this stuff does not look right. Mr. Jackson will be called in when he comes to see his wife. Somebody will take him aside and take him in a room and start talking to Mr. Jackson. While Mr. Jackson's story does not add up, homicide will be at the scene and create that scene as a crime scene, right? Then nobody will cross that line. They will collect everybody. But you know what they did? They go sit down there like they always do. They just sit down in front of your house and put ERU people there. What are you getting out of that? Just intimidation.
Look, some cases, there some murder cases can go, even if they bury the person, they can still go and exhume the person.
I agree, but in this case,
they exhume the person just to find out how that person died.
Correct, but that will be
the person in the grave was for so many years, and they still and take them out. Still come and do a forensic pathology on them and prove that the person died from this particular thing they're talking about.
Correct, but that will be after information come later on, right? But right there was information active.
The person that gave this information to the police, they know more. They know more about the incident that took place in Jackson House.
Yes.
They know more.
And I'm surprised. I don't know. He should be a person of interest.
Yes, definitely. He should be called by the police because he's a person of interest.
No, he's not a person of interest. He can be. He's a whistleblower.
Oh,
he's going to be an evidence. He's going to be a witness.
Well, but person of interest is not a crime. It's not a how you call it. It just means we want to talk to you. I can
no. He's not under that area. He's going to be left alone. When the case go on, he's going to be helping the police.
Yeah, but if he has information, then he can be helping the police. But
he already started the information. He already started by blowing the whistle to the police.
Yeah, but if he goes and talks to them as a person of interest, he can then explain to them furthermore and say, hey, on this day, by the way, I tried reaching out to this lady. I didn't talk. I could not get to her. Or when after Sam Jackson beat her, she called me and said, hey, I think this man just beat me again. That's why you ask those people. Tunis, this is why do you think the cook was a person of interest? Why do you think
because he's in the house as a staff.
Yeah, but
he's not the one that he's not the one that blew the whistle. He's part of the occupant of the house. So he have to be person of interest. But this person that gave the blow the whistle is going to be the witness for the police.
What if he has no information? What information does he have to be the witness?
Because he just started. He's the one that called the attention there. He said, look, my man, you're sitting out here. Oh, yeah, man, you'll see, you'll be with your wife in the hospital right now. If any beating you almost to death. So the police ran there.
No. That's not what happened. No. When a woman died, that's when he said, I don't think this woman died by herself. That's what he did.
Well, whatever happened, I'm not there what happened, but he gave the initial information to the police, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they tipped him there, then right away he did. No. But he's going to be some witness for the police he helping the police in this investigation. He helping. Because they already know now it's in their hand. This is the reason why they got the staffs from the house. Those staffs too, they better be mindful because they were there when this thing happened. If they don't want to be implicated, they have to come out clean. They have to come out clean, or else Jackson would tell that they didn't want to kill the woman because he was in there. He was at the radio station or wherever his radio show. Man, he came and something, he met the woman die and they were in the house. You know, so they better come out clean. If they know anything, they better say it. The investigation is very simple, man. It's not any big thing. It's simple. Somebody, the person who blew that whistle, they all involved in the thing. It might be because of he said that woman died. But since now he blew the whistle, he's going to be the witness for the police in this case. But they have to, tomorrow they have to either find out whether the woman died by beating or by foul play. They have to say that, or they have to just let the man go. The woman died natural cause. You know, that's what we're going to.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but let's hear what our people have to say about it, because I think it's been pretty.
Yeah, we got 30 more minutes for them. That's what I've been watching the time. So, Gerald, if you can, those who are listening, they can help us.
So, okay, so let's get the lines activated right now. You can call us on 0776 104 104 or 086 500 104 to participate on this program, the Nighttime Spin. I think we have our first caller right here.
Mr. Stevie.
Let's hear you. Your name and where you call us from.
Good morning, or how you doing? So, but students and all of that.
Yeah, good.
What's the discussion here?
Your name and where you call us from. Your name.
My reaction from the PHP community.
Go ahead, man.
And about this problem with that, because they waste of blood, they mean up, they waste of they mean. It's somehow to be the suspect too. Because all of this time, the woman have lost complete to you for every time. According to him, the woman beat on the woman will call him and tell him. The way they are all and all. They are not reported yet. So any other person and the death of the woman before he has to throw away to say, oh, the man always used to beat on the woman yet. All the time, and we should also consider that the woman was dead. She was somebody who was suffering from, I know how they call it sickness there. I know that initial or what kind of sickness she was suffering from.
Epilepsy.
That they can kill people that and kill them instantly. They may not have to speak on the woman to death. Suppose that man was ready for me to speak on that woman to death. You think that woman, that man was going to take a boy and stuff to go to the radio station and go talk? So they should be put it down. They won't see it. Go do a proper investigation. We all want to know, because nobody is speaking a pattern that is there kill the woman or not the man kill the woman. So the government come up with it here. They shouldn't put the police party. Shouldn't carry on investigation. The title say everybody should be checked up. Even the court that in the house, because I came and married in the house, you doing everything for me, and you see my wife's husband. You're supposed to go there because you know the woman person. And I think because of that statement, I want to ignore that woman. They went in our place there. So she's supposed to be questioned for all of them. They're supposed to be questioned not only the man. But then when they be brave enough to kill a woman, they can leave the woman and people, police not to cry and arrested. And that woman, that man, you don't know where you are going on here. So they shouldn't do this here because they make it
1 minute.
Okay. Thank you so very much. Let's take it from this side. Eliab, your name and where you call us from? Eliab, your name and where you call us from?
Good morning, my good people.
Yeah, your name.
I'm Jeremiah Wilson, commonly known as Jerry.
Let's hear you, Jeremiah.
So, first time, for my own little understanding, the man who blew this window, Mr. Hubert, he said that it has been extremely that maybe they happen. Because
bruises on eyes.
Yeah. So what happened is that dancing. Another time they went to one of these restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So if they stay glasses, the woman brought it down, saw the books, they were happy again, he said that they're not a yield.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these things he had never known what to say, okay, listen that I mean from this time to this time, something dancing myself will travel to America. Or from this time to this time we went to the restaurant. Like he started long time, but it's still on today that that is risky that the woman done. So
Okay.
I don't know really what brought it up for you to say this, because sometimes when the woman always told you this thing, you have never made a thing to tell any other person, or did it? He took the case to the police that he never always even had it, just something. When you always even have it, I can ask for the people woman. If the only people woman, it's never ever any information of stuff.
Okay. Let's.
Yes. What happened now before you came out and say, oh, but the woman, I mean, the man you can beat the woman, then he starts saying, there could be the man beat the woman. But one who knows that the beating that killed her. And sometimes I think it's 3 years. If you don't have argument, or still argument, it don't spend water spoon. Still argument, ever have with him. Was still 3 years.
Okay.
And you know, it's not telling her, that is the time.
Okay. All us on the line. Let's hold you there and talk to another caller. Let's hear you. Your name, where you call us from? Okay, I think I lost that caller. Call us on 0776 104. Let's hear you. Your name, where you call us from?
I'm not calling for platform.
Let's hear you.
My brother, nothing there, your man, is so in It already show effect. It show effect. It is show effect. When a man know that a woman in that position he like it to, on the woman, then he go to the studio. Then for the husband to open it to.
Okay. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, where you call us from?
Secure back calling from Johnson Day.
Let's hear you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. You know, my brother, what to tell you, Nepali people, they will not let them. But yesterday, grew up so can't get a dollar in the horse, then they will be feeling. They say, now they won't pay a dollar. There are 3 in the horse. Grew up so can't no daughter, and her sister, no daughter, what he killed. Then you Nepali will be feeling. We not let them. We need the one from the opposition, so let them investigate our case. If the men found guilty, then prosecute them. You listen to me?
Mm-hmm.
We're not backing. And the Nepali were backing with Grub Suka kill our daughter. They know about it. And they knew that the Grub Suka would get at it. But they were defending it yesterday. We're not let them. But some of them were daughter. Then the women investigate. Then the police investigate.
Okay.
Then the men were guilty. Please supporting my pa. I'm talking to Ned. They were pa. He's supporting my pa. Joe Mane, we have to whosoever is supporting. And if I'm guilty, then it's prosecuting.
I agree. Thank you, man.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so. Thank you so very much. All us are on the line. Let's hear you. Let's hear your name. Where you call us from? Okay, it's like you are not ready yet. Let's see if I can take it from this Lone Star line. Call us on 0776 104 104 or better 086 5 from 104. Let's see. This caller is not ready yet. Okay, I think it's on right now. Let's hear you. Let's hear you live. You live. Your name and where you call us from?
Okay, my name is Paul Cody. I'm calling from Kola Sunday.
Let's hear you, Paul.
When you buy a kid, it's very hard to see because I'm not accusing Mr. Jackson, but it could be that he did an act and liked to do before going to the radio station.
Okay.
Bro, you don't need rocket science. He said, when I came, I opened the door was locked. If I'm correct, I opened the door. What made you lock the door? And he went in the house and he going to the radio station. The door supposed to leave, but he said, when I came, I opened the door. It's like the door was locked.
So she wasn't crying, huh? When he did her? She wasn't crying or doing anything, huh?
Thank you. So you see, the thing that I say, hard to say. They got to really look at it. Something out right somewhere that you myself don't really know. Because I was not able to my wife in the house. They had locked the door and carried the key.
Okay.
The door was not locked like with key. The door can always be closed.
The woman, that baby, she was tired.
It's not locked with key. When you come in anybody's house, even your house here, you can always close the door, the room door. You don't leave it open. So we have to understand that part, whether he lock it with key or
open the door does that mean yeah.
Let's take this caller. Let's hear you.
Yeah. And to you and my brother Tony's and the rest of the crew. Look, let me say, man.
Hey, your name, where you call us from? Your name.
This is Joseph
Cody. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the part about it is like, look, people shouldn't play politics out of their thing. Unity Party did all their thing with their craziness with Gloria Muscat, where the door was broke. Nobody burglarized the house. There was no penetration from outside, and that little child was killed. And they were denying investigation, saying it was politics, it was this. They started saying all type of rubbish. The same woman that went to free the woman. But
and she working in that government now.
The CDC or sedition are saying there should be no investigation. The way in which it is done. And some of those guys that are talking now, just so Unity Party people calling and talking all the kind of rubbish. Because if you listen to Sam Jackson, he said he told the people that were in the house to check on his wife. That what I heard from him. And the next, look, the people got a woman phone, they got Jackson phone, they got pretty much every little info that they took the lady to, that did the operation. So there is sufficient evidence. If the man is guilty, nobody disputing the fight. Ain't no you have to go through what you have to go through. This I say and start running around the way they start running around. The same thing with marijuana way. Besides the men all around where they had their drugs dealer there, they didn't carry there and parading there in the street like that. These people just play politics on everything. Little thing they just jump all around with it to try to politicize it. This is not how you run a country. And today, again, we're talking the gas price and thing that we're talking about. Today is right on their lap. When those things happened during that time with the COVID, when we were saying it, they say, "Oh, George, we are," they know it's fighting in Ukraine and not in Liberia. But today, they're feeding the weight. And they should fasten their belt because we got a long time to go. The Liberian people will really feed the weight. If they old men they brought the thing that will solve the solution, where you fasten your belt and sit tight because the gas price is going to be all the way up. God bless you all, man. Take good care.
Thank you so very much, Joseph Cody, there from the.
From New York.
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. I'll drop this call. Sorry, you can call back. Let's hear you.
Good morning, sir.
You're live. Your name and where you call us from?
This is Jackson. I'm calling from Chester.
Let's hear you, Jackson.
My brother, the first question I want to ask, why I can't follow with you. Where was Jackson when he said to me, he was me, or where was he?
He was out.
Okay, two. I don't know how to put it.
Let a man see what is on his mind. You should not give hard time. You're not an investigator.
When I you know, he's knocking his feet on the ground. When you see him, just say somebody beating him. And I don't know how the people are going to do the investigation. I don't know, but I
Thank you so very much. Let's hear you. Let's hear you live.
Good morning.
Masisi.
Yeah, the general on the line with you today.
Let's hear you, General.
Let me say how to cross. But up to this, Master there, all of them are there. The we nation may
You're not sleeping yet. For you to be sleeping.
I know I'm going to be laughing. You can see I'm forcing, but I'm forcing, I can say the truth.
We want to ask you, you're not sleeping yet. That's the question. I was asking you.
Full time. When she was went up in her own parent house. Look, I listen to other people up a water spoon, shouting out what they did. That was really playing politics, and no politics about it. But on your platform, they saw water spoon. Wasting the property money and give prospect document in America. Your general for your salary in America and put on your platform.
Make all unfounded accusation.
Yes. They want to put you a very tenant. Then they will say, they don't want to kill that guy. They want that document on the government, and for that reason, they want to go kill the woman, and they miss the woman, and they kill the guy. That put you a very tenant meeting. And I tell you, on your platform, you want to phone. That's why I don't want to you want to my boy, get down for them. I don't have time for I didn't get place to put them. When you choose the truth, you say that the message, you put by, you told the whole body, and put you a very tenant need. That they have killed, they can kill people. They want to have war and kill that guy. Today, something happened. For all people that were hit, then the law take them off. Then the law be the law. If justice do it, then you go and say justice. And the law is doing it, you will be free. But they see people are pretty politics. But the one is free, they want to live for, I can't want to water. Now they can all job in the government. She got it, all black, and I the politics.
No car.
Yes, anything happening, I don't say, I see what today, in the government, things are happening. The time I open their body today, the military one, he gets on the party. So, get up and get it, just a key. If the party was saying, okay, you free document, if I call you before, you can't go for. The one man of the boy, he is the devil, as we hear the thing that he did. The most so granted. They take anything to do it about it. But today, it got no opposition now. Very arrested. In Biafra, they investigate here. They do that job.
Okay.
So get somebody, it's your client or country. So this one is on a job. They lay down in cold blood. What is level? All the death of alcohol, it was bad. If you got spent, if that's what just what, as I listen to the man is selling again, that was sickness. And you got it, that's what report about America. It was for Africa. You listen to that? People investigate in the head plan, but why for me, you want to kill and say the full of the law. But the people are equal today, everything already was saying, well, yeah, oh, we are carrying the Africa. What does what you pay one in la blue? If you get one currency pocket in your pocket, the president already was yesterday, how we are wicked. So they come to your phone now, you're telling her, water, one way, water, one bill. Let's go going up. And so it's out today. It's beyond.
Okay, Masisi. Okay, Masisi. Thank you so very much, Masisi. Let's take it from this WhatsApp line. Let's see if I can get you through. Let's hear you. Yep, your name, where you call us from?
You don't told you're calling from USA.
Let's hear you, Regina.
Yeah, thank you for the program, man. No, I too frustrating that. There were people saying, I don't know if that's true or a lot of they make a wife.
Ask that lady where she calling from in the USA.
Which part of the US you call from?
I'm calling from Texas.
Okay.
All right.
If like okay, why would I face the justice? But it shouldn't be the other person did it and the other person did it too. It made men, if that's true, it made men will be brave to always get a kind of habit to kill that wife.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'll come here, I can say the same year. What that to the girls now that thing happened to.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be politics. About me, I see the shit, I'm back in it.
Okay.
I didn't know when they just say. Also, the gap press is talking about today in our country. They say gap press in the water. I for in our country, how in la grow. But pass around our job, we are the cost. Why is today the bargaining that go off 14, but I want 14 in our country. What is our job? Yeah. So what again before I in la grow. And our question, thank you.
Thank you so very much. All right, call us on 0776 104 104. Let's take it from the side. Let's hear you. Your name, where you call us from? Let's hear you, Mohammed. Okay.
Get to say that women can your wife and all things is not correct. Showing that all type of angle of the woman not correct. Some people have girls against the woman, and second is the governor won't go around the world. For someone who give a girl, will not do a handshake, whatever, double handshake, ask women to go for it. When we go out, you put in that the ones who tell brother also the whole proving that there's not proving that pain. Not proving that pain. Why I want to do that blood today, it will last time we all want to go here. So that's go for the hand time for that. They don't put hand down right now. I want for that want to control fighting the Middle East. Let keep guys going that blood. Let us together so I guess. What you do to your family, have to do war, laugh about it. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Let's hear you. Yes, you live. Let's hear you. Your name, where you call us from?
I'm calling from Capital Hill Project Bureau.
Let's hear you, Maurice.
Okay, so we say thank you very much for the topic, for tonight. What I tell my friends that for now, Virgin Jackson is innocent until proven otherwise.
Sure.
So people talk about Gora Musu case the same way when it happens. We have something we call the code of public opinion. So everybody will see what they think they can say. But what we need to know is that the court has a final arbitration to say that this person is guilty or this person is not guilty.
Yeah, sure.
Insofar that the police is doing her job by investigating. So let's wait for them to transfer the him to the court, and then we'll know if he's guilty or he's not guilty.
Okay.
So I think the police is doing their job, so let's give them a chance to do what they have to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Let's take this caller right here. Let's hear you. You live? Oh, I think this caller dropped the line. Yeah. Call us on 0776 104. Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Your name, where you call us from?
This is Mohammed Asif calling from Chico Community.
Let's hear you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
You see, when you claiming the hill, the other person that on top of the hill, you should look at the other person that down the hill. But in Nigeria, we're not there down. When you point your finger at somebody, you should know that the rest of the finger coming to you. When things were hard in Nigeria, people said our Jawia were creating. Our Jawia ball employee here. But now, and what in the Middle East, like Yaka that to 300 now, then we'll know that the real rescue are here. Like Yaka that to 300 because every believe you put it on Jawia. You put it on Jawia. So now they're thinking about Jawia now. You're getting him. So that's one worrying there. That's all make it.
Okay, thank you so very much for your input. Let's see if I can squeeze in at least 5 more calls. Yeah. I can squeeze in 5 more calls. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Yes, any more you call us from?
This is from the Harrington Center. I'm going from Lincoln Wing, Lower Marjorie County.
Let's hear you from Marjorie.
Why evangelist coming to our case for you?
But we are talking about moderate people. The people are talking about gas business and what have you. He won't come first. For God, you have sick like great people. He won't come first. Yes. We don't want moderate people. And then the world has become so modern. We need a modern last thing here. We need to make things to be modern last. Because now, only time days, and I'm going to we have instruments for these things. So those people that are in the house when those things happen, because so many things are right here, they will not go all in and say, my wife is there and what have you. Meanwhile, if they
our Xavier is my brother. Let us go through the process. Let people come.
Okay. Okay.
So that I said we are instrument for now when it comes to this. So why not call people that are responsible for this and then check the ballot? The ballot is not the key. They check the ballot to know who is responsible for this and all the people that are in the house. They are not away. They are really here. So why not you get go by that person and talk about you have been there, one of you.
Okay, thank you so very much. Let's hold you there and take another quarter. Let's hear you.
Good morning, sir. This is Jackson coming. Second time.
Why you want to? Why you want to say that you not said before?
Because this morning I know game 12. Wasn't that 12? I'm not sure you concerned about the gap.
No, we're not discussing gas price here. We'll discuss it another time. All those that chip in with gas price, they stuck to the issues. Okay, let's see if I can squeeze at least 3 more quarters. Yes, you live. Your name, where you call us from?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Go ahead, your name.
My name is Warrior. Thank you very much. And thank you for the police officer that are in Monrovia. I call it for Kema County.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah, the police officer that in Monrovia, I tell Mr. Bufokomo, because he do the right thing to arrest everybody. I show that the nurses, they're aware of this. They know about the killing about the people. They know all of them go for investigated. For the people that to the house, they're all before they charge the men. The police people that do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. I think we'll call it a day on the callers here right now, and we'll go back to. Okay, let me squeeze in the last quarter. Yeah, let me squeeze in the justice for you.
And no one coming.
The last caller won't bust your eardrum now.
So I'm not taking no course again. Yes, I'm not taking no course again. We'll go back to you guys, so we can wrap up. Yeah, you listen to the callers. Yeah.
Yeah. Gus, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, again, thanks to the callers for calling in. Again, I totally agree. We gotta wait for the investigators now. We all have our little say and whatnot. Hopefully, the government, as in the police, can again. Sometimes people get mad when you say government, but the police, all of those fall within. I mean, it's not just national government, but that's their role. Hopefully, they can.
Can I squeeze this overseas call in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Eli, your name, where you call us from?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, you are our last caller. The reason we give you this dispensation because you're from overseas.
Thank you.
Your name?
Thank you. I'm Anna calling from Texas.
Let's hear you, Anna.
Okay. My concern is this is on the first South Africa person of South Africa person.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the case of the first South African man who died in the hotel? How that one ended?
We discussed that sometime.
How that one ended? And Samuel Jackson in this hot water. Samuel Jackson is facing these trials. What happened to the case of the first? And you remember?
Yes,
South
sure.
Africa.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how that one ended? Or there's the only South African person that has how to call love in Liberia.
The police station.
The first South African person that has citizen that has love in Liberia. What happened to the first South Africa man? How that case ended? We like to do things that can damage our own names out there. The first South Africa case, it just went under the table. Meanwhile, it's all over. What happened to the first one? How it ended? I want to hear if you have any idea. Please share with us.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, guys, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, she strikes some good points. Again, this is what I believe. Honestly, from the jump of this, from what I'm seeing, yeah, I don't see how you can really um, um, implicate this man as a murder or something like that, or homicide or whatsoever. There better be some strong evidence. And from everything I've seen from videos, I didn't see boxes of evidence that came out of that house. Usually, again, like Tunis would tell you, when there's a murder, we have a weapon. For you to be able to, if he beat her, he beat her with something. He hit her in the head with something. That something has blood on it. That something has all kinds of stuff on it. And all of those type of things. If in the absence of all of those, if Mr. Jackson can prove his alibi that he wasn't there when this thing happened, and the police can prove that, oh, this thing happened at so time, and when this woman got hit, did she cry? Were anybody home at the time? What did they hear? Did they see Mr. Jackson lock the door physically, like the one brother were trying to say? If none of those things occur, it's going to be very hard to. And again, let's just wait and let the investigation, how you call it. But my disappointment is still in the authorities of government in Liberia. We have not changed. When something like that happened, police need to identify that scene as a crime scene so people are not going there and contaminating evidence or whatsoever. Hospitals, when people come in your hospital and something happened to them, protect their privacy, be able to reach out to administration and make sure if there's any foul play, they're alerted instead of these things coming from someone else. So those are the things that I have issue with. And Mr. Jackson also, the way he behaved was very uncalled for and unbecoming. And but this was about the case itself. But he lost a lot of respect to a lot of people just the way he went about it. I know he was angry and frustrated, but does not excuse you from behaving the right way. Thank you.
Thank you, Gus. Thank you, callers. Let me recognize these our brothers who been watching us from the Facebook and YouTube. Let me see the first person here. Said David Williams. He said, I'm watching from Colorado, USA. Then we got Otelo Zulu Senior. I'm watching from Town, Bombing County. We got Vinicius Junior Bar, watching from Newtown. We got Henry T. Toad Jr., our good friend. Good evening, my Freedom FM and the Nighttime Space crew with Radio LRB crew from Staten Island, New York City, with our weather report man, Uncle Tunis. I am watching from my resident in Caldwell. Thanks for the updates. We got Naku D Diamond, CMG, Good Work Family. We got O'Malley Morris. I'm following from Congo Town. Mr. Boakai don't want the young people to work now, but only old people he want. But age group now. We got Darlington Road. He said, good evening, watching from New Georgia, Oldfield. We got Peter Tupa. Say hi. We got Ahmed Sharif. He says, so what? Your point. Who was that? Your point. You got Ahmed Sharif. This is my uncle and cousin. We got Prince S. Square. Yes. We got Madusu, Madi Sharif, Barry. She didn't say anything. We got Sandy Bosso. Wow, he'll come in right book here for us. Good morning to Freedom Nighttime Spain, sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia, watching live from my residence in Congress City, GM. Gus and Brother Tunis, my concern has to do with Deacon Agai concerning the border issue. Yellow Machine Rescue should come up and explain the whole deal behind this whole border issue, right? That's exactly what I was saying. The Guinea authority was very clear about the secret mining that ongoing within the border area. This is not about Guinea wanting to take Liberia land. All right, that's so true. We got Lena Anderson Outland. To my understanding, the South African embassy was informed. So why the embassy didn't protect their citizen if she was being abused? The case is still going on. This thing just happened. It can't just happen and then it get over with. You gotta understand it now. The government is investigating. The South African people sitting watching us, what we're going to do. We got Senator looking back again. Lastly, this rescue government officials should be very careful with the investigations concerning the death of Miss Tony Jackson, wife of Samuel Jackson. The matter is not police IG personal matter. Okay? Thank you. For those of you who didn't read yours, I mean, your knee too high. I couldn't pronounce it. You bad. Okay, President. Hey, guys.
Really your own to go.
Your own to go. Look, gentlemen, let us put everything, politics aside, please. Somebody's life is at stake here. A person died in this thing. Whether the man was a sedition or Washington or whatever he was, somebody got killed here or somebody died here. Let's give the police chance to investigate. Even myself, I'm a 100% bona fide sedition, but I'm like George Weah. We want peace and we want fairness. That's what we're looking for. If Jackson getting involved in this killing, he need to be arrested and take to court, so be it. If it's not, they have to release him. So let's just sit down and tighten our belt and sit there and watch it. Please, be patient with this. Not because we don't like certain thing or certain thing happening during our time, then it must repeat itself. We don't go that way. If that's the case, then we are not going nowhere. And our standard barrier, who is George Weah, he's a very straightforward person. If not, then the country is in chaos right now because before the counting, the result was finished, he conceded. All right, no leader in the whole world have ever done that. But because he wants peace for us. It's not about him, it's about us. So I beg you, let's sit down and listen. Even the police, first of all, the police cannot arrest this man wrongly. This case have to go to court and with jury sitting down to listen to it. So it's not about the police. All right, the police can just arrest him and take it to court. That's all, nothing else. Now left with the jury, the judge, everything, whether he will be guilty. That's where now we see the true, real case. So I beg you. Thank you so much for listening. Again, my brothers and sisters, those who are Christian who are fasting for the Lent, we pray. I pray for the country. Please, those who are fasting for Ramadan like us, we all will pray for the country. Again, this is your good friend. Thank you, God, for being here with us. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, everyone who may come in on the show. Thank you for those who call. We pray that everything go well with every one of us. In the name of Jesus and Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon these people. Gerald, gotta leave you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Man, thanks for holding down the Fargo.
Okay, folks, many thanks to our viewers and those who follow us from through our traditional radio. Nighttime Spain comes on today with Anthony Stevens. Until then, my name is Gerard Morris. Mr. Solomon Hashing-Tunis was here, and Mr. Koskoma was also here. Thank you so much for following.
The Nighttime Spain, we discuss critical issues that affecting Liberia locally